Mademoiselle, and ça c'est deuxième Chanel moi. Welcome to the final episode of 12 Days of Halloween 2023. Here is your bonus upload to all my Zoes. Happy All Saints Day. Happy All Saints Day, All Souls Day, whatever it is that you'd like to call it, all right? Thank you guys so much for rocking with me this entire season of 12 Days of Halloween. I enjoyed it. It was great. It was stressful, but it was fun. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I love spending it with you guys. So, of course, like I said, we're going to be doing another The Mafia Speaks segment, and this one's going to be pretty interesting. It's titled Papa's Loi. I have no idea if this person's Creole is on par or not, but Papa's Loi would mean my law. Like, basically, whoever's writing it would be like your father's law, so it would be directed to me. So maybe they meant to say Papa's law, like my dad's law. I don't fucking know. So I couldn't wait to read it because I was like, are you talking about my dad's law? Mama, bagay law. Papa, bagay law. Who knows that song? Comment it down below. That's my shit. Classic. Mama, bagay law. Papa, bagay law. That's my shit. All right, anyways, let's get into the story. Hello there, Mademoiselle. I really enjoy your channel. I may not chat much in the comments. I'm a little shy, but I have something to share that you may find interesting. Getting into the story, I've always tried to be the perfect kid. Really into the Bible, really spiritual, really obedient. I never told my family this, but I believe that most spirits were real, sometimes regardless of religion. I've always had a love for the darker and misunderstood things, but I kept it to myself. Ma famille est très blanchie. Basically, she said, my family whitewashed as fuck. Let me stop. I would do things like try to summon Blood Mary. Ooh, child. Try to summon Blood and Mary. That's not funny. That whole Blood and Mary in the mirror thing. Y'all are nuts. I was never doing that shit as a kid. I was scared. I'll say Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave your ass alone. That would be me. I was terrified. I was pussy when it came to that because I always knew there was some truth to all of that. Like, I was always interested, but I always knew that shit was real. Like, all of that stuff, I always knew there was some truth to it. I don't know what it was, but I always had an inkling. When I was 5 or 6 years old, my late big brother got me into Chucky. Oh no. Chucky always creeped me out. When I was around 9 years old, because he noticed that I thought I was pretty hardcore. He thought it was pretty hardcore that Chucky, okay. But as I got older, I focused more on my Christianity. No matter how perfect I tried to be, I never felt appreciated by my parents. And when I cracked, the ashes of my papa ended up lost because of a suicide attempt. Wait, hold the fuck up. This shit just turned crazy. Cracked? What does that mean? You need to be a little bit more specific. You just said when I cracked. Cracked what? You did crack cocaine, you fell, you dropped the ashes. What's going on? Well, I'm so sorry that you tried to take your own life. That's not okay. We all been there, done that. I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay now. I distinctly remember my mom showing me my grandfather's death certificate before things got bad. Since then, I've always felt a weight of his or a presence. Several people in my family died simultaneously, including the big brother I mentioned. Don't they say death happens in threes? Or something like that? 7 people in nearly 2 months. Oh, death happens in threes, not fucking sevens. I would always pray about it, but some part of me knew it wasn't God punishing me. It was a spirit my papa entertained that wanted me to know what's up. You got time for that? That is none of my business. I would have moved away from these motherfuckers. How old are you? If you old enough to get a bus ticket, move away from these motherfuckers. 7 people dying in 2 months? First of all, I don't even have that many black clothes. Okay, I do, because all I wear is black, as you guys can see. Oh, if you guys are curious, I am going to be a fallen angel. I have a YouTube party to attend, and I'm supposed to have wings, but to be honest, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit too much. Like, I got a veil and all of that. Like, I think I'm just gonna go like this, and my heels and my fishnets. I got a little, don't I look like a auntie Madame Baron? Sorry, Momo Brigitte, I ain't trying to take your man, even though he be sleeping with the world. But ain't no so cute. But yeah, I would move away from these people. I don't have time for goofy shit like that. Like, you're not about to be, no. You ain't about to be fucking with my life like that. People out here dying left and right, bitch, that could be next. I had dreams before of an old man I assumed was God, teaching me words from another language at a table outside a cafe. But this new one was different. A tall, skinny black figure was there. Dambala? Papa Legba? I knew your grandfather. Why don't you come and dance with me, Cher? I panicked. Oh, hell no. Told him I didn't know him, but I know Jesus. Oh, God. I even told him I have a boyfriend because he seemed flirty and a little handsy. Bon samedi? Flirty and handsy. Loco? Who y'all think it is? Okay, my guess, Legba. No, Samedi, Legba, Loco. Those are the only ones I could think of. Handsy and flirty. I'm surprised the spirit wasn't mad. He just let me leave when I asked. Okay, not Baron. Loco or Legba. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Bala, but you be doing a lot, okay? The next morning, my grandma, who I was living with at the time, decided to tell me all about my grandfather. Told me exactly where he was from. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Possibly Baron then. But, he didn't get mad at you. I mean, he's not a mad spirit, but I don't know. She told me he would make all these weird drawings. Vez. Oh, child. Put little bags of herbs under the bed. Loved to gamble. She told me he was fluent in Creole. Vowel soundy. Even told me I remind her of him a little, which was why she was so adamant about inviting me to church each Sunday. Why do people think church is gonna get rid of these things? It doesn't do anything. All of these religions and practices and lifestyles all coincide. You think you guys are gonna wipe these things away with praising God? Like, they all praise God. They're all Christian based. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Why keep that from me until now? She's really weird about anything Creole, and since I left, she's grown more shameless about treating her openly black grandkids different. That's fucked up. That's disgusting. Even though she herself is a black descendant woman. That's disgusting. Anyway, didn't hear anything from that spirit after that. But I did have another strange encounter. Closer to the present, I was on the bus with my boyfriend. We just left the house to run some errands, and I was scrolling on my phone, snickering at memes. This older black man calls me and is so calm, and he says, "Young lady, are you pregnant?" Oh Lord. He reached into his pocket and had a roll of money he was about to give me. I was shocked, and he almost insisted, saying, "I think you're pregnant." With the energy he was giving off, it was impossible for me to be disrespectful. He wasn't like, "You better." He was like, "Girl, you might want to take this." I'm fucking dead. That is so interesting. Almost felt like it was out of a familial love. Nonetheless, I was like, "No, sir, I'm not pregnant. It's okay." And he calmly says, "Okay," and puts the money away. My boyfriend, for some reason, didn't hear the conversation, but when I told him, he was surprised too. Not long after a lot of eventful stuff, I found out I was pregnant. I don't know where you live, but shit like that happens a lot in very spiritual places. Like, I mean, I'm from Elizabeth, so shit like that be happening on Elizabeth. In other spiritual areas, Louisiana, Massachusetts, any parts of Florida where Haitians are, some parts of Texas where Haitians are. Honestly, anywhere where there's Haitians, Creoles, shit, Hispanic people that are into spirituality. Like, I've heard many stories like that, which is crazy. I don't know about the money part, but just the, "Are you pregnant?" I had help and support, but I prayed one night because I really had to change my plans up to adjust to the baby I thought I couldn't have. I lost the baby the next day. What? Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait. It really hurt, but I had chosen a path for myself that called me to save motherhood for later. And though I didn't want to, something else decided it was best to. I'll let that story close off here. But something else leads me to believe that the spirits my grandfather knew are now being passed on to me. I can't help but feel it's either Papa, Legba, Baron Samdi, Dambala, or all three. I could be wrong. Oh, wow. Look at us having the same exact speculations. I thought local too, but since you said Louisiana, I'm thinking Legba or Samdi. It could be a few others as well. I still really love the word of God, but because of a mistake, I'm pretty sure I had the law's attention, and this is just my life now. The only person I do know could help is long gone, but hopefully the story will reach someone who might know what this means. Merci, bonsoir, your cousin. Oh, that's cute. All right, so boom. This is what a lot of people don't know, right? And this is why I be so adamant about y'all. Tell y'all parents all these experiences you guys have, from the dreams to the strange occurrences, spiritual things, because there's a lot of things that your parents dibble and dabble in, and they don't want to tell you because they don't want to scare you, or they think that you wouldn't care, or they think that you're not well versed, or you think that you're not interested in your culture. But it's very important to tell your parents and just get to know what type of shit that they're involved in, because whatever laws and orishas and deities and spirits or whatever that they work with, they will come to you as soon as they pass away. And if they don't pass on to you, they're still going to expect to be fed. They're still going to expect to be served in some way, unless you end the relationship a specific way. It's a whole thing that goes into that. But yes, they probably did get passed on to you. If your father did serve a spirit or made any dealings with a spirit or had any types of relationships with spirits, they probably are now watching over you. I don't think it's anything bad. It doesn't seem like they're doing anything with you. They're probably just trying to get you to either serve them or just, I guess, associate with them in some way. I'm not really sure. It doesn't seem like anything nefarious is going on. However, when it comes to this type of situation, you should find out exactly who it is. It could be all three of them, to be honest. But when it comes to Dambala don't even be talking from what I understand. But who knows? If anybody searches Dambala, let me know. Because Dambala don't even really be talking. It's hard to really understand what the fuck he be trying to communicate with. Papa Legba would be kind of hard sometimes too. Like, Papa Legba been trying to communicate with me for mad long and I still don't understand what the fuck he trying to tell me. Just send an email, bro. Let me stop. I'm sorry. But the point I'm trying to get it at is you should really find out exactly who it is. Your grandmother needs to shut the fuck up and stop being so damn prejudiced and ridiculous. And on top of that, you could still be full of your God and Christianity and, you know, whatever it is that you believe in and still tapped into your ancestors and your cultural beliefs. I'm very sick and tired of people demonizing all of these practices specifically because they feel like they can't do both because they're Christian or they're Catholic or they're Muslim or whatever the case may be. You can do whatever it is that you want to if you do it correctly, and on top of that, as long as you're doing it with respect and regard for all practices involved. You need to break that idea of, oh, voodoo is bad, ancestors are bad, orishas and spirits and deities and law are bad. That is the white man, okay? The white man has definitely succeeded in letting us believe that whatever it is that our ancestors came here with and believed wholeheartedly that helped them survive the fucking waters over here was evil. And I feel like anyone that perpetuates that is evil themselves. Like, congratulations, you're perpetuating exactly what the fuck the white man wants you to perpetuate. Meanwhile, the white man got their own fucking gods that they out here fucking worshiping, their own orishas, their own law, their own deities, and own all types of shit. Okay, and they actually have legitimate gods. Okay, I said gods for a reason. Technically, these law and stuff, they're not gods, they're spirits. Okay, they're exactly what their names are. They're not gods. White people do have multiple gods. they have, like, that's the thing that I'm just like, it gets on my goddamn nerves where they try to, I'm gonna just stop, because it's just like everybody, okay, had a real innate ancestral religion and practice until, for whatever reason, these crusaders went around killing people and chopping heads off until they bowed down to Jesus. And I'm just gonna say that says a lot. I'm not saying that Jesus don't exist and God isn't whatever, but I'm saying, like, multiple things can be true at the same time. Do not be so close-minded and thinking, oh, God is the only way, Christianity is the only thing, that everything else that other people believe is bullshit, because that's definitely not true. If that were the case, there wouldn't be so many things going on in the world right now and people wouldn't be experiencing all the things that they experience. With that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me for 12 days of story time. Like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I love you guys so very much. I can't wait to see you guys in whatever video I choose to come out with next. Thank you again for everything, and make sure you guys peep the description box for everything you guys consistently ask me about down below. I will be posting on my other channels, which is my personal channel where I talk about my personal life. I do story times, I do vlogs, advice and things like that, and my other channel, which is my main channel, which is where I do social commentary and things like that. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that, and make sure you guys go get some merchandise if you didn't already do so. And with that being said, make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all that, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.